This is the 2024 Chevy Silverado EV 3WT, and in this video we'll take a look at it inside and out. My name is Joko and welcome to Urban Auto Adventures. Now before I start with the video, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. It would really mean a lot to me, and while you're down there, just hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Now back to this 2024 Silverado EV. Starting off with our hood, we have a somewhat aggressive hood design with, leading lines here leading towards the front of the vehicle. LED daylight running lights, LED headlights, two vents that end up here in the tire compartment to help cool down our brakes. We have a hard cover, hard plastic here for our front grille with the Chevy emblem dead in the center. Right below that we have two smaller grills, as you can see, plastic grills for our AC condenser, I believe, on the inside. And on the front of the Chevy Silverado EV, we have the forward-facing camera sitting a little bit lower. Usually it's like right here below the Chevy emblem, but in this model we have it sitting right down here. And thank you to Webb Chevrolet here in Plainfield, Illinois for lending us one of their vehicles so we can do a review. I'll put a link to their website down in the description if you want to check it out. Now back to the video. The 2024 Chevy Silverado EV 3WT is 233 inches long, 82 inches wide, 78 inches tall, and has a ground clearance of 8.9 inches. Looking at the side of it and from these dimensions, we can tell that this is a huge vehicle, but again, keep in mind this comes from the Silverado lineup, so no surprise there. Now when it comes to the wheels, we have 18-inch wheels with all-terrain tires. We have a black trim on the bottom of the vehicle to help protect the paint from rock chips whenever you're driving on that off-road terrain. Right below the doors, we have a step here to help you get in or get out of the vehicle, which is very convenient. The Silverado emblem right here with the E in blue, which stands for the electric version of the Silverado, obviously. Next, we have our side view mirror, which has this high gloss grand piano trim on the outside. It's all in black. It's also got blind spot detection and a camera on the side here for our 360 view, which helps out quite a bit. Next, we have door handles, which are the same color as our body, as you can see. Matte finish trim around our windows, as you can see. And if you notice here towards the back, we're missing our charging port, if you may, and that's because it's on the driver's side. And it's this door right here. You simply push it, it'll open. You have your regular charging, and if you pop this cover here, you also have your fast charging right here. I will talk about the charging in just a second, but this is where you can find your charging ports, and you simply close it like that and push it to close. But moving towards the back of the vehicle, we can see that the rear of the Silverado EV has a lot of similarities with the internal combustion engine Silverado, with a few cosmetic exceptions, of course. Starting off at the top, we have our LED work lights. We also have this soft roll-up cover here for our bed. Moving towards our tailgate, we have a rear-facing camera right here. We have a huge Chevy emblem right here, as you can see. The Silverado emblem right here with the blue lettering again. The WT emblem on this side. We have these sleek and elegantly designed LED taillights, which are a little bit sleeker compared to the internal combustion Silverados, and I kind of like them actually even more. We have this rear bumper with the plastic cover on top with the slip resistant surface here to help you climb up on top if you need to get on top there. And you also get a corner step here with a hole on the side fairing for easier access of the back. In addition to that, you also get your trailer connections right here, proximity sensors in the back, as well as the tow hitch here in the center. And since we don't have an engine, we don't have any exhaust pipes. Now when it comes to opening the lift gate, all you do is you pull on the latch here, and we have a soft opening of our lift gate. If you want to remove the soft cover, you simply pull on these straps here to the inside, and now you can roll them up, and you have a little bit of Velcro here to the side to secure them in place, so it's so no water can get actually on the inside. Now when it comes to the bed of the 3WT Silverado EV, this particular model doesn't come with a liner on the bed, but I'm sure you can add that whenever you're ordering your new one, or you can add it later on at your own discretion. When it comes to the internal space of the bedding, we have 70 inches in depth and about 51 inches in width, which is plenty enough for for longer, wider items. You also get LED lighting inside the bed, and since this is an electric vehicle, you also get 420 volt outlets right here and one 240 volt outlet right here if you need the extra power, of course, which is very convenient. And now if you want to close everything up, you need to roll up the cover first, latch it into place, and then you close the door. Simple. Now obviously, since we don't have an internal combustion engine, we do not have an engine sitting in the front space here, which is why we have a front trunk or a frunk. In addition to that, you also get LED lights here in the front, a 120 volt outlet here in the front as well, which is very convenient, a spare tire right underneath here, and as well as plenty of hooks so that you can hook things up and secure them in place. In addition to that, you also get your windshield washer fluid here to the side, which is away and out of the front space. Now, the 2024 Silverado EV 3WT comes with a lithium battery, which actually uses GM's Ultium battery technology. The batteries are also upscalable to 205 kilowatt hours, but the 3WT, this particular model, actually has a driving range of 393 miles, which is just bonkers. It's crazy. On top of that, the 3WT also comes with a dual motor powertrain, which puts out a massive 510 horsepower or 600 pound-feet of torque. With all that power, it has the towing capacity of 12,500 pounds and a payload capacity of 1,750 pounds, which is actually a little bit more than what you need for your daily groceries, I'm assuming. Now you may ask yourself, well, how fast does it charge? With regular 240 volt power, it charges up to full capacity in 11 hours, whereas if you use 400 volt power, it charges up in a half hour, which is pretty crazy. Okay, so sitting inside the 2024 Silverado EV 3WT, it's not as luxurious as you might think, because I feel like the 3WT is meant to be more of a work truck, you know, replacement for the internal combustion engine Silverado work truck than a luxury SUV. Now, you still get some good quality materials here on the inside, like this very nice and soft leather on your armrest as well as on our seats, but it also comes with a ton of safety features like the lane departure warning with lane keep assist, you have your adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning, and so on. But let's just dive deeper into all of the safety and convenience features that come with the 3WT. Starting off with our passenger side, we have a fairly small, glove box compartment with a hard plastic interior. Right above it, you have another shelving here with a very soft rubber on the bottoms to prevent things from rattling around. I'm assuming, whenever you're driving and you have something stored there, leading towards our infotainment system. Our infotainment system is this very responsive touchscreen display, which also features Google Assistant, Alexa, as well as wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And this is also where you can control most of your convenience features. You also can control your climate from here, but if you don't want to control the climate through the touchscreen display, you also get physical buttons and knobs with a little screen here on the front of the knob to control your climate as well. Right below the climate control, we have a huge storage compartment that is actually connected with our armrest right here. In addition to that, you get a 12 volt outlet right here, as well as two USB-C charging ports here as well. Moving further back, we have two cup holders, we have an additional storage unit right here, and you simply lift the armrest and you get an even deeper as well as bigger storage compartment right here as well. In addition to that, you get even more storage here right next to your knee in the center console, as well as even more storage inside the door with a couple of bottle compartments here, as well as additional storage to store even more stuff. Like I said, plenty of storage. For our driver, we have a forward collision warning system right here in the front. We also have a digital instrument cluster with this very comfortable steering wheel, buttons on the back of the steering wheel to control some of our infotainment system, as well as our menu inside the digital instrument cluster. We also have physical buttons on the front of the steering wheel to control our adaptive cruise control, as well as, again, the infotainment system here. Now, to the right hand side, you have your lever, which is for your driving modes. You pull down for drive, up for reverse, and then you push the button for park. To the left hand side here, you have even more controls. This is where you can find your electronic park brake, trailer button that you push whenever you hook up to a trailer, your lane departure warning. This is where you can open up your front trunk, and you can control also the luminance of the lights inside here. But this is also where you can find your trailer brake and adjustments for your trailer brake as well. Next, we have our seats, and we have these very nice and soft leather seats here with manual adjustments, and we do not have any memory on either side. Now, we don't have heat or cooling, and I believe Chevy have intentionally done that so they can, remove all the unnecessary power draws from the power seats and the power heating, so that they can focus more power on the range of the vehicle, which is, speaks for itself. I don't know, what do you think? Let me down in the comments below. But let's jump in the back seat of the 3WT. I must say, sitting here in the back of the 2024 Silverado EV 3WT, you're actually more comfortable than you are in the front. Obviously you got more than enough leg room as well as headroom here, and the seating is just very comfortable here in the back as well, even though you have the bed sitting here kind of like right at the back, and you cannot recline the seats. Again, tons of storage here inside the door, 2 bottle holders here, as well as more storage inside the door, pockets behind the driver and a passenger seat, and storage inside your center console. Now, the center console has 2 cup holders, plastic storage at the bottom there, and you also get 2 USB-C charging ports and a 120 volt house outlet right here. In addition to that, you also get an LED light here on the top, and if you want even more storage space, for things that you don't want to necessarily put in the back of the car, what you can do is you can simply raise the bottom of the bench seat, and you can do that on both sides. You can actually raise this side as well. Now you have this huge space here for if you want to store, whatever you want to store actually, with even more hidden compartments right here below the seats. If you want to put everything back down, you simply put them down. And now you have a bench again. Simple. Again, like I said in the beginning, this is meant to be a work truck and not a luxury vehicle, which is why I believe Chevy have abstained from, putting any luxury materials or any luxury features throughout the entire vehicle, I would say. But let me know what you think in the comments. Again, child safety is on. That's one way to do it. And this concludes our video for today. Thank you for watching this far. Make sure that you hit the like, share, subscribe button down below if you don't want to miss any future video uploads. And if you want to see more amazing car videos, hit the thumbnail right there. And I'll see you in our next one. Cheers.